Welcome to Lesson 20 of the American English Pronunciation course. In today's lesson, you're going to practice the H, W, and Y sounds in hell, well, and yell. Hell, w, well, y, yell. As you can see, the starting mouth positions for these three sounds are very different. For the H sound, your mouth is open. At the beginning of the W sound, your lips are very close together. And at the beginning of the Y sound, your lips are open and wide. Let's practice each sound and the sounds that are easily confused with them. Practice words with H. Here, him, help, hair, have, heart, hot, hope, hunt, who, whose, whole, ahead, behind, inherit, inhabit, inhale. This sound is always spelled with the letter H. In the majority of words beginning with WH, it sounds like W, as in what, when, and where, but there are a few exceptions in which the W is silent: who, whose, and whole. There are also some words that have a silent H in English, such as hour, honor, honest, herb, air. The H sound is very soft, so it's easy to confuse words with H and words with no H, such as hair and air. Practice these pairs of words to help make the difference. Hair, air, hall, all, heat, eat, heart, art, hear, ear, hand, and, harm, arm, hat, at, hedge, edge, high, eye, hold, old. Now practice these words with W. Weak, wheel, wind, wild, west, worse, way, why, one, once, swim, swear, swallow, twice, tweak. This sound is spelled with W. Remember that in the majority of words beginning with WH, you pronounce only the W and not the H, as in wheel and Y. The words one and once are interesting because they begin with a W sound, even though there's no W in the written form. Remember from a previous lesson that words with QU also contain this sound. QU is pronounced KW, so it's question and not question. Here are more words. Quip, queen, quirk, quota, earthquake, request, equal. English learners sometimes confuse W with R, so let's practice some pairs of words with this difference. Raise, ways, rare, where, read, weed, right, white, run, one, crest, quest, room, womb, rip, whip. Time to test your listening. Identify which word I say. Rake, real, wide, which, west. Now practice these words with Y. Year, yesterday, yellow, yard, yawn, young, yoke, you, use, unit, uniform, beyond, canyon, human, music. The words use, unit, uniform, human, and music are interesting because there's no Y in the written form, but the pronunciation includes an invisible Y sound before the U. For example, don't pronounce it ooze. The correct way is use. Don't pronounce it music. The correct way is music. Here are some more words with the invisible Y sound. Uniform, university, community, ridiculous, continue, issue, reunion, distribute, regular, huge, cute, fuel. Now practice the difference between Y and W. Yet, wet, your, war, year, we're, you, woo, yonder, wander. Try these practice sentences. once slowly and once fast. Harry hid the helmet behind the house on the hill. Harry hid the helmet behind the house on the hill. Who can help Hannah hold that huge hammer? Who can help Hannah hold that huge hammer? Helen has hardly any hair on her head. Helen has hardly any hair on her head. You might notice that when we say sentence number 3 fast, the H sound in the word her disappears. On her sounds like honor. We'll study this in a later lesson. Which watch is William wearing? Which watch is William wearing? I wonder whether we won. I wonder whether we won. Wendy's worried that the windy weather will worsen next week. Wendy's worried that the windy weather will worsen next week. You used your yellow uniform yesterday. You used your yellow uniform yesterday. The young yoga teacher yelled at the yawning student. The young yoga teacher yelled at the yawning student. The community distributed the fuel in huge tanks. The community distributed the fuel in huge tanks. You've finished Lesson 20. Tomorrow we'll begin working on the rhythm of your spoken English with a lesson about word stress.